In today's video, I'm going to be doing what's in my iPhone 13 Pro. Yeah, it's a smaller version. It's the smaller version of the phones, but I'm gonna be showing you what's inside. I think I also saw someone screen recording while they did it. It's my first iPhone. This thing goes in and out of focus, so let's hope. Hello? Let's hope this maintains focus. Let's get started with the video. I got this phone on Christmas, but I had to wait to do the video because I wanted to have a phone case on while I did the video. Yeah, I didn't want it to be just like plain gray naked, because originally it's just like plain gray. So I waited for a phone case, but this phone case came and took like 50 million years to come. And you could kind of see why, because I got it from Casetify, and I guess because they're a popular phone case company. Maybe that's why they take a lot of orders. But then also, it kind of came in like the cutest packaging, which they had like, it was in an envelope. It was in like this packaging envelope, and then it came in this little envelope. It says Casetify on it. And then they came into this little box, and I didn't film opening it and like getting it because it was just too cute. I had to open it already. And this is the phone case I got. I'm not sure which one to get, especially because they have the ones I liked. They didn't have colors that I liked, so I just picked, it was like the sea blue, I think it's called, or sea green, I'm not really sure, but I thought it was super cute. And it has Lulu the piggy from Casetify. It says Casetify. I got their like 2nd grade level of protection. That's why it has these little bumps on here. And then it says my full name. And I thought that was really cute to get a personalized one rather than just anyone. So that is my phone case. Far, this has looked clean, but for some reason the rims have been turning gray, and I'm not really liking that, but it's also fine, right? Like, that's fine. Calm down. Cute little piggy. Let me show you. Yeah, that's good. And then there, the time is like pink and all the way up here. Don't know why, but with my 2 photos of my hair. So then we go on to my wallpaper, like collage I found from Pinterest, and it's just like the super cute, almost like, I would say like a hopeless romantic sort of thing. Down below I have the main sort of apps that I use, but I don't want to say I mainly use them. I mean, I do, but like, yeah, it's just Spotify because I use music all the time while cleaning and doing other stuff. So we have Spotify. Was recently just listening to the Disney music. That's the vibe for today. And front page, Psych2Go mental health podcast there. Don't really listen to, but yeah, just Mely with the heart. And then my profile picture is the Looney Tune, Bugs Bunny as a little kid, and then Lola. I think it's Lola. But I thought that was really cute and hopeless romantic. So that's that. Then we have messages and Safari and the phone. This was like originally that way, except it had Apple Music, and I don't use Apple Music, especially because I had a Samsung before, so I didn't even have Apple Music on there. So now we'll go on to the apps. On the first row we have is the weather, which for me is just a very useful because I always need to know when it gets dark so that I could go out before it gets dark, you know. And trash days, gotta take out the trash before it's dark. So don't really have the like widget apps that people always use. Obviously this is my first time having an iPhone, so I haven't really gotten to getting a widget app to put those things, but I thought that was the most useful. Photos of me that I've taken, just like it changes every day to different photos of me, you know what I'm saying? It just decides to change into this photo of me. I felt like my hair was cute and wavy, but I wanted to take like a picture at like a weird angle. I've just been starting to taking pictures from like down here just because I find it funny. The other apps that I have from order, first is FaceTime, which comes with the phone, and I don't use it because I don't have anyone to FaceTime, but I put it there because I mean if you did FaceTime with someone, wouldn't you need it like right there in case if I ever do? So that's what that is. Next thing is Google Calendar. Oh, Google Calendar, I use it to schedule. So many people have so many ways that they will organize their work and their homework and the to-do things, but what I use is Google Calendar. I just put my work as tasks, and then all my school Teams, Microsoft Teams meetings are on there and what dates they are, so I always know when to go to them, and Google Calendar also gives me an alarm. So then I have that, and then I have all my schoolwork and dates, people's birthdays, my birthday, videos that I want to put in the future scheduled, semester. My semester is ending May 1st, so I'm super excited for that. It's that yellow one. I put it yellow because I feel like yellow is an exciting, happy color. That's all the blue stuff is my homework, and all the purple stuff is my Teams meetings. If you don't know how to organize your schoolwork, stuff like that, I do suggest using Google Calendar. I know other people may use Google Sheets or something, but I feel like that's really good. But the next app is Photos. It has it's just like, it has a different setup, different from the way Samsung has it. On the bottom it has library, For You, albums, and search. Has memories, different albums it made for me, featured photos, which are the photos that show up, and I can unfeature certain photos if I don't want them there. Pictures from places, just so many different albums, and then there's also, and then here, library is photos in the different rows, and I can put it months, days, all photos, years. So yeah, For You, and then different sections, screenshots, blah blah blah, and then you can search. The next app I have here is Camera, because everyone uses their camera and everyone needs their camera. It needs to be like, it's like a super accessible thing you need, so it's right there. Then the next thing I have is my mail. I almost always check my mail. Okay, well I used to almost always check my mail. Then the next thing we have is Notes. That's also kind of necessary. Last night I took notes about the things I needed to correct on my project before I turned it in. I write songs here. I take school notes here. Next thing there is reminders. Sometimes I use it when I need to when I have like a homework due and I need to remind myself to do that, I put lists which are reminders, things to do today. This is my school books I need to buy and video ideas. Next thing I have is clock, because you always need to put timers for certain things. The next app I have here is Apple Store. In the beginning, it was kind of hard to do this because I didn't know how to make an Apple ID. Today I'm showing PUBG, shows like apps, certain apps all day. Right about there. Yeah, that's my picture. And like, I haven't used this yet. But obviously, you know, it's the same as Google Maps. You just look for different places. But I feel like this kind of looks boring compared to the Google Maps. So I might just download Google Maps and replace it. Next thing I have is health. I know it sleeps your oh yeah. Right now, what I have it doing is it tracks my bedtime and how much I sleep. Like every time that I set it, it automatically sets itself to a sleep mode, turns off my phone, and then like kind of records when I sleep. But yeah, and you can share it with people, and it covers all these different things of like your health, like activity, body measurements, heart, nutrition, respiratory, and other data. And then settings app. Everyone has a settings app. Kind of looks a little different on Apple, but not so much. Then we have Find My Phone, which I don't really know why I'd have Find My Phone for on your phone. Like, how does it alert you if you lost your phone on your phone? I don't know. But yeah, we have Find My Phone, and then I have contacts. Then the next thing we have is shortcuts. I haven't really added any shortcuts to my phone, but soon later I'll do that, and thought maybe that would be convenient to do. Next thing we have is tips, which I keep getting notifications for tips that's supposed to help you better work your phone and stuff. And obviously, because this is my first time having an iPhone, I thought it would be good to have tips there in case I need it. Next thing we have is on the second page is weather, which right now it's displaying the weather in Cupertino. I have no idea where that is, but it kind of added new apps, I think, or their old apps just look different, and that is fitness and freeform. I have no idea how those things work. The next app I have is Docs, Google Docs, because I used to write books on there, so that's why I have Docs. And then there's also a paper there. Haven't used it in a while, but yeah. The next app I have is the Chewy app. You might be wondering, why do I have the Chewy app? It's because I want to have a dog one day, and I just find it fun, especially when I'm bored, to just look through the pet supplies. I've done it on Amazon where I look through the pet supplies, but I feel like Chewy probably has better stuff, so I just add everything to my cart. I have just like different foods, and I have like toys that I would use for a dog in case I ever need a dog and I really quick need to buy something for it, because like, I don't know, last minute. Look, isn't this like so cute? That is just so cute. I want my doggy to be like very bougie. Look at that. Oh, it's Toy Story tug-of-war thingy. Cart is this cute little monkey tug-of-war thing. So the next app we have right here is quite an interesting app too, and that is the Harry Potter fan club app. first opens with our favorite character, signature, spells. It has different articles, books you can read, and quizzes about like being a Harry Potter fan, and Harry Potter quizzes, and says the Ron and Hermione crossword puzzle. So that's also a good app if you're a Harry Potter fan and you're bored and you want to do a Harry Potter themed crossword puzzle or a quiz just to test your knowledge. This poll, they also have polls. This one says, who would you rather date, Victor or Harry? I'll pick Victor, which not many people did. We have the Discover section, which also just has many articles and quizzes. And then the section says Vault. And they also show the things that are in their shop sometimes too. Profile. And then the next thing, also another one of my picked apps, interesting, is it's called Magic Strip. Right there, it's what controls my LED lights behind me without having to use the remote. So yeah, I could change it different colors. Probably blinding y'all right now. It's nice lighting actually. It's just I look so tan in it. And yeah, you could customize the colors, your own color. When I talk, it moves back and forth. And the next thing it has is sports. I guess as much as you run, you can, the lights will turn. So yeah, that's all of that app. Then the next app that I have, then I put everything in groups because I like to be organized on my phone. So everything's in like these little folders. First folder I named it Taking Care of Myself. And it just consists of anything I would need to take care of myself. Especially if I was like alone or something. First in the folder is Capital One, because everyone needs a credit card. So yeah. And then the next thing is my period calendar, because sometimes periods come randomly. Sometimes they don't even go according to the calendar. But we all need to know and be able to mark for our health. So I feel like that's kind of taking care of yourself. It's nothing much. Just marks when I have it. So then the next thing there is Apple Wallet, which is my first time using it. Well, not my first time using it. I've used it, but on this phone is my first time using Apple Wallet. And so far I've thought the app is pretty cool because then you can just get money randomly sent to you. Next app I have is Carvana. So then I could look for cars or just like think about the future car I want. And it just shows trucks. The next app I have Zillow. That's Zillow, which is to look at houses. Next thing, Simply Safe, which Simply Safe is just the security system my house has. Then next thing I have is Amazon Alexa. Okay, this operates my Alexa, and sometimes when I want to turn on the light, now she's listening to me because I said Alexa. Alexa, turn on the light. Yeah, light isn't responding, so yeah, I could do music here and then the lights. And that's also where I set my alarms too. Alexa is helpful. Stop it, Alexa. Oh. Yeah. And the next app that I have in that section is Walmart. In case I ever need to buy something for myself, I can have Walmart. Yeah. Order something from Walmart. I have is DoorDash. I just recently downloaded it just in case, I guess, we need to order food. And then the next folder that I have is arcade games. Makes sense. And that's where I have my games. First game, Steve. I think every iPhone user has that because when you slide your phone, it is just down here. They have a game, which I really like about having an Apple phone is that you can have a Steve widget. You can have the wireless, no internet connection game and just like play it. The next thing I have is Twisty Road because I used to have a game like that where the ball would just like move, you know. Next app is Line Play. What it is just a game where you customize your avatar, where you can win clothes, stuff for like the garden out here, and talk to people. So yeah. And then people post stuff and it kind of shows right here. And then people heart you and you get money from doing that too. So yeah, that's the app that I have there. And then I have Roblox. So I could play with my little brothers. And there's different games on there. So yeah, my favorites is the Hello Kitty one because my friend showed me that one. I played once and I thought it was really cute. Then we have Sushi Tycoon. I kind of really like the tycoons because who doesn't like those games where you can like make restaurants and stuff? And then I have Find the Cats because I like I don't like cats. Well, okay. I don't hate cats, but they're not my favorite animal. But I like finding things. So yeah, then the next app I have, it's not really a game, but it's the Xbox app, which helps monitor like if I add someone new on there or if I get points, and just see friends who are on there. And it's just much easier to see the Xbox app on your phone than seeing it on the Xbox. So we got that. And yeah, you also get to see like your Xbox score points, I guess, and my username and the cute little cupcake. And the next thing is we have a pizza making game right there. Pizza making game. Yeah, and then come up and then they order pizza. They tell you what you want and then you could start making your pizza. And this actually makes me really hungry, this game. Then the next thing we have here is Subway Surfers because I used to play that a long time ago, like long time ago, like maybe when I was 11 I had the phone and I added some iMessage games in case I ever want to play a game. And the next thing is a super nostalgic game, which is Cooking Mama. Ignore my totally crusty little nails, but it's Cooking Mama, which I feel like everyone knows what that is. That's been a game for years. And I'm not going to really show because I think everyone knows that I have Gardenscapes because a certain game keeps giving me ads for it, so I thought it might be fun. And then I also have Pull the Pin. Downloaded that also from like ads, and like you have to pull the pin correctly. The next folder box I named Faith. It's all the apps I try to use to like further my faith and just any Christian app I can find sometimes. And the first app I have is the Holy Bible, which I use to read the Bible. Has certain devotionals you can use. And I have Glorify, which I got an ad for that. It's just another app with like devotionals, and then every time you open it up it has like a super cute like Christian quote. Each day it has a different devotional about something. The next thing I have is Grace to You. Has like different sermons from a certain pastor, and it shows the date when they were, and you could just read those. And the next app right here for Faith is called Abide. And the next folder app I have is YouTuber stuff. So first app on that is YouTube Studio, which is where I see my analytics for my channel. Used and controlled, which is where analytics and content, I see comments, I can upload videos, I can put thumbnails, I can see the comments, and I can track partner program. Then I have iMovie, which I don't really use, but I used it for one short because I couldn't really add multiple photos for this one short, and so I put it in a video, then I turned the video into like a short. Then the next thing I have is TubeCut, which is what I use to edit my thumbnails. These are all the thumbnails I made. And then the next thing I have is LinkedIn, because a YouTuber I heard, like, I think she said you can use this to grow your business. I have no idea, but I publish my videos there. I also have LinkedIn Learning because LinkedIn wanted me to wanted me to download LinkedIn Learning so I could learn more about YouTube stuff. It just recommended it, and I started watching something, but then I had to pay for it. Started watching marketing on YouTube, but then it told me to pay for the rest, so it's just like, haven't used it. Next thing I have is Fonto, because I know people recommended it, and my mom recommended it for editing thumbnails. But I find it very complex to use because it just has this plain platform. Like, there's nothing, it's no instructions, doesn't have anything set for you. And TubeCut has like everything set for you practically. It already has a white paper that you can put pictures on. Then the next thing I have is Clips, which I don't use, but I heard it's like a recording app, so I thought maybe I could use it for short videos. I have Magic Eraser, which I heard that's like an editing app where you can like take certain things out of your pictures. And then I have CapCut, which is what I use to edit on my phone. Canva, which has helped me make my borders. Next folder is School. Obviously, school is super important, so I'll show you the apps that I have for school. Practically sitting on the floor right now, so the first app I have for school is Flip, which is an app that we use for recording assignments. In the beginning of the school year, they told us to do an introductory and then a different class told us to summarize what we liked as an assignment. So yeah, they have different folders where you insert your things in, you press this, you start recording for an assignment, you just record, you're like, hello, this is my name, I like this, that, or this is me, blah, 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 and then you submit it. So those are for a few assignments. The next thing I have, Microsoft Teams. Sometimes when I'm busy, and like let's say I'm downstairs and I don't have my laptop, I'll go through a meeting through here, and then I also answer Teams messages through there. I thought it was easier than having to go on my laptop. Next thing we have is my school app, which I found Apple's very productive because on my Samsung phone I couldn't open PDFs on it, and now I've been able to go to the school website, open PDFs, so then I could look at my rubrics for my assignment and do like all of my school there rather than having to go on my laptop, read a PDF, then maybe do school on here. Then I have Quizlet, which I've used many times all the way from like middle school. And I've made my own Quizlet too. I've made a Quizlet for friends. Really good. So next thing I have Word Counter, because when I do my assignments I need to make sure I count my words. I need to make sure that for discussion boards as a school assignment I need to make sure that there are like 150 words. Don't know if you can see, but yeah. The next thing I have is Chegg Study, which sometimes on Chegg you can buy books and then also you can have homework help. So I have Chegg Study. Then the next app that I have is Word. The Word app, and that's also where my school, their PDFs are only on Word. They're not on Google Docs, so that's why I use Word more. The next thing I have is Bookshelf, Vitasource Bookshelf, VitalSource Bookshelf, which is the app from what I bought my mental health systems, a class book, and my schoolwork. I can just read it also over the weekend. The next app I recently downloaded is PowerPoint, because I need to do my PowerPoint fast, and I decided to do it here. It's not as good because you kind of have to zoom in and you have to double tap to write the type. But yeah, I recently finished my PowerPoint there. Next folder I have is called Entertainment. That's what I called it. All the things I use to entertain myself. Disney Plus, YouTube, which I mostly watch YouTube. I have my own watching account, then I have my actual YouTubing account. Canva, that's a Canva border. And my profile picture, so far 61 subscribers. So please subscribe, especially if you're up to this point and you haven't subscribed. Then the next thing, I have Dry Bar Comedy, which is a comedy channel that I watch on YouTube. It's mostly old people saying comedy. Sometimes it's not that entertaining, sometimes it is, but it's like a comedy, I don't want to say company, but it's a comedy channel where they don't swear. So if you're interested in comedy where they don't swear, you can do that. And they have like a podcast on Spotify too, where they have their sessions. Next thing is Apple TV. I don't use that, but I put it in the entertainment pile. Then podcasts, Apple Podcasts, which I don't use. If I was to watch podcasts, it'd probably be on Spotify. Then the next app is another app, but it's like a free watching app, which is Tubi. Don't really use that much, but I found some cartoons on there that I used to watch, like Ruby Gloom. Comment down below if you remember that. And then also Sabrina the Secret Witch. The next interesting app I have here is Poetizer, which I'm into like poems. I sometimes write my own, and so here you can go in and you can find other people's poems. It's almost like a bookstore of like people's poems, you know. The next thing I have is iTunes Store. I think that's for music. I have no idea, I haven't used it, but I thought it was for entertainment. Then, next interesting app here is Books. Everyone knows what that is. It has books. I'm reading the cheat sheet, which was very comforting because last night I read it while listening to soft music, I guess. Okay. And then the next thing I have Pluto TV. I put that in entertainment, but I don't use it because I think it's just another TV service like Apple, but yeah. Then I recently added GarageBand to entertainment. I don't really know if it is an entertainment thing, but I found it cool. You know, you can play instruments. And there's different instruments other than guitar, but I have it open on guitar right now, and I think you can make actual songs on it, but you can actually make music. The next apps I named Media. I guess kind of like social media, but then that's where, yeah, I put all the media apps, which for that I have Discord, which is where I message my friends. I don't have their phone numbers. Yeah, most of these servers are like servers for me to promote my channel, servers of YouTubers, servers of gaming, school servers, Christian servers, school servers, game servers. Thing. Then we got Reddit, which I also don't really use. I'm subscribed to like a lot of Harry Potter and vegan like babies on that thing. And there's chats, and then there's activities and messages. Then the next thing I have, almost done with this video, but the next thing I have is Pinterest, which is where I have pins and feeds of like mostly like just couple things actually right now, and then like quotes, and then pictures of things, pictures of drawings that kind of look like me. And then if you want to follow my Pinterest, it's just Mely Sarai. I have my rollerblades there, and I just have different borders, things I like funny memes, Christian things, because that's like the future car that I want to get. So the next app I have is SoundCloud. I have no idea why I have that. I think I just heard someone made music on SoundCloud and I listened to that, but it's an Apple made app, kind of like Spotify, but yeah. Then the next thing so that's done with the media section. Then the next section I have is photo editors right there. As a YouTuber, you kind of need to edit photos, but I also just have for any time pic collage when I want to make a random collage instance, which I wanted to use that to make a Polaroid sort of border. I wanted to have a YouTube border that had like Polaroid pictures, but it didn't really work out. But that's where I found my Polaroid templates. Then I have Photowar, which was another time I was trying to do it, but it edits my photos, which this one's one I recently had. So you can enhance a photo. This is a picture I recently took. Fitness, crop, all that photo editing stuff. Then there's Pixar, which Pixar has a whole bunch of feed here, but yeah, but it's just, you can edit your photos. I've seen it before, but now it kind of looks different. So then we have Adobe Photoshop Express, which is just another editing photo thingy. Could edit my photo, can put filters. This filter looks hideous, but yeah, you can put little filters.
Hello, and welcome to Abide Christian Meditation. Psalm 46:1 says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble.
And I have OneDrive, which is
At Abide,
the cloud storage
we want to
my
help you
laptop
relieve
has, and I have
stress,
files, which is
reduce
the file
anxiety,
cloud storage
and get a good night's sleep.
iPhone has.
Pick as many
And
topics as you want,
is
and
where
we'll
my
personalize the experience for you.
Wallpapers, books go, and then OneDrive is just, yeah, pictures on my laptop, Word documents, all that stuff. Then I put all the Apple apps together, like the random Apple apps that I don't really use, in one thing, and it called itself Utilities, which is at the bottom right here. And it has voice memos, compass, measure, calculator, Apple Translate, not Google Translate, because this is not Google Translate, but it's from Apple, so I'm going to call it Apple Translate. Then pages. And then we have a folder that I just named Google, which I put all the Google stuff that I don't really use here, but sometimes I use it, but I just wanted to put all the Google stuff together. And it's Google Search, then Google Drive, Google Photos, and then Google Chrome, which I know I already have Apple Photos on here, but I just thought it would be good to have Google Photos because that's where I have my photos from my other phone, which I thought was good to save. We're possibly waiting to know what I had on my phone after you saw the Christmas video that I was able to get a phone. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you liked it. Hope you want to subscribe, like it, comment down below. See you in a next video. Bye.